Okay, setting off in the 2021 Hyundai Venue SEL trim with the premium package. This car costs only $23,480, which by any stretch is pretty much a bargain. And sure, it is basic transportation. You know, this is a commuter special, not exactly all the bells and whistles, but for that price tag, it does offer quite a bit, and it's not too bad to drive either. A lot of that comes down to lightweight and sharp steering, pretty decent lack of body roll, overall good handling. The suspension, while not the most sophisticated, soaks up the minor bumps and bruises with aplomb, and the rest of the car is really just fairly inoffensive. I definitely wouldn't suggest this to anyone who is cross-shopping in the luxury market, but if basic transportation is what you're after, then Hyundai has a very compelling offering with the Venue. Let's see how it feels on some good old-fashioned New England roads. One thing that's immediately noticeable is that even at 40 miles an hour, the wind noise is noticeable, to put it lightly. You know, that's not something that should come as a surprise. Anyone who looks at the size of the Hyundai Venue, let alone the price of the Hyundai Venue, should expect that it's not going to be the most insulated cabin, particularly when you consider the shape of this car. It's not your typical sedan-based hatchback. They're really starting to push more into the crossover segment, and the Venue is kind of the example of how small you can get while still calling it a crossover with a straight face. really got lucky today. We just finished filming our full video review of this car, which you'll be able to find on the Cargurus YouTube channel, hopefully where you're watching this video. And we're just getting through the winter season, starting to look like blue skies and mild temperatures, about 50 degrees. And I'll tell you, the blue water up here looks crisp today. Awfully windy though. Very windy day. A little tougher to shoot on the big windy days because it really messes with the microphones. Stuck behind that school bus. The Venue is definitely not a fast car, but it's not as bad as one might expect by looking at the spec sheet. It you know, has barely enough horsepower and torque to get out of its own way, and I wouldn't want to overtake anyone on a two-lane road. If we ran up on a dotted yellow here, I'm not exactly gonna start trying to pass the slow traffic in front of me. Not sure I would make that too confidently, but at the same time, it'll ease its way up to 65, 70 miles an hour and might make a little bit of noise doing it, but I certainly wouldn't call it unsafe. It's interesting that Hyundai made the decision with this crossover, as they call it, to go with front-wheel drive only. I think a lot of the New England shoppers that are certainly driving around their neighborhood probably appreciate an all-wheel drive Hyundai Venue. However, it's worth noting that a lot of the competitors in this segment, the Toyota CHR, the Nissan Kicks, they offer front-wheel drive as the only option as well. So it's not that you're really giving up anything, by picking this car over one of its competitors. Certainly not in the powertrain department, drivetrain department. The steering is nice and kind of the gentle bends of this road. Don't feel a whole lot of body roll from the car, which is good. I believe it has about 6.7 inches of ground clearance. I'm sure our video producer will correct me in a graphic if I'm incorrect there. But either way, I believe it's less than an inch more ground clearance than the Hyundai Elantra GT that got discontinued after the 2020 model year. A car that it looks like was discontinued in favor of this one. I'd love to hear what folks think about that decision in the comments below. I know I, in particular, was a big fan of the Elantra GT. I thought that was a very mature and stylish hatchback, a nice alternative to the Volkswagen Golf, or if you got the GT N-Line, even the Volkswagen GTI, which is certainly the top quality to be compared against. The Venue, do not think we will be comparing this with a Volkswagen GTI. But at the same time, I wouldn't compare it with a Hyundai Accent either. That's a car that, while a significant sales success for Hyundai, and it's been around for a very, very long time, is not exactly a sporting vehicle. Not the most exhilarating to drive. Good value. Well, inexpensive. Get a little assist from gravity there. It feels downright peppy when it's heading downhill. Hyundai really should be commended for the amount of advanced driver assistance systems that they've packaged into the Venue. You know, belying the sub $20,000 price tag, we have a car that is fairly efficient and surely not that bad to drive. Pretty fun to drive, actually, the more I kind of wring it out. But it's also pretty safe. It's disappointing that this car, having been manufactured for the 2020 model year, we're now in the 2021, that it didn't get 5-star safety ratings all around for the NHTSA's crash testing. You know, particularly because it's not like we've taken a 2012 platform and upgraded it over the years. This was a brand new car for the modern era, and it scored 4 out of 5 on a number of NHTSA's crash tests. But you know, regardless of that, Hyundai has fitted this with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, pedestrian detection, in addition to lane keeping assist, lane departure warning. One item that our car does not have on it is adaptive cruise control. It has standard cruise control, which is fine, but anybody who's driven with adaptive cruise control knows how easy it is to get somewhat addicted to that technology. It really makes highway drives so much less stressful, particularly in high traffic areas. But regardless of that, the array of safety systems that are available on this car are terrific, and I would have no problem suggesting this for a young driver who maybe still learning to drive or is looking to buy their first car. Hyundai Venue is a very good option for that. Friend the school bus. We will stop and wait for them. Oh, it was a quick one. Just one. Heading home. Acceleration isn't gonna light your hair on fire, but it's not terrible either. A big part of that, pretty much everything is, when it comes to acceleration, is that power to weight ratio. And while this car is not powerful in the modern sense, you know, we're looking at just over 110, 112 horsepower, roughly the same pound-feet of torque. The car weighs only about 2,600 pounds, which is about half the weight of a full-size pickup truck. So, you know, even if it only has a third of the power of one of those behemoths, it's not exactly pulling a lot of weight off the starting line. Up the hill requires a little extra noise. Thank you so much for watching, for coming along for a drive. I hope you will stick around, subscribe to the channel, drop a like on this video, and head over to our full video review of the 2021 Hyundai Venue. Thanks again. We'll see you next time.